Howdy everybody, we're back in the Cessna MJ again, and the lesson at this point is going to be slow flight. Slow flight is one of those maneuvers that your examiner is going to use to see how well you can master the airplane's control at slow speeds. We've done some fast maneuvers, this is a slow maneuver. Slow flight, definition, minimal power, full flaps, maintaining your altitude, and you're maintaining whatever speed he wants for minimum controlled airspeed above the bottom of the white arc. Because you're going to have flaps down, so the white arc is what's controlling our preferred airspeed so that we don't stall the airplane. All right, slow flight starts with carb heat on. We're clearing the area left and right. Carb heat is on. I'm going to pull the throttle initially back to 2,000 RPMs. That's going to go up a little bit because as we put more flaps in, we're going to need more power. More drag, more power. So I'm watching my altitude, watching my airspeed. Airspeed's good for flaps now. Flaps set to 1. First step of flaps is down and visually confirmed. Here comes the second set. Lots of lift now, not as much drag, but lots of lift with that second set. And then finally the third set. And now we've got the 4x8 sheet of plywood hanging out the window. Notice the airspeed is going down very quickly. Altitude's going to start going off. Now I'm above my green arc on my tack, so I can put my carb heat back in, get a little more power. And there's my 45 knots right there. And I'm actually having to push a little bit of down elevator, forward yoke, just to compensate. And notice my airspeed is stabilized at 45 knots. I'm right at 2,000 feet, and my heading is 360. Now he's going to give you a little bit of a turn. He'll say turn right 090, so I'm going to set 090. And the important part now is do not turn with a steep bank angle, because you're going so slow. Any more of a steep bank angle, you're going to lose lift even more, and you could stall the airplane. So we tell you 10 to 15 degrees of bank angle is more than enough. Be patient, nice and patient on these turns. Don't be in a hurry. All right, here comes my 090. And there's my 090, and he's like, okay, you lost 100 feet, but you're still within specs there. You add a little power to get up to 100 to 2,000 feet. Now, go back to 360. All right, here we go, left to 360, and I'm going to try to impress him. I'm going to add some power, pull the nose up just a teeny bit, and try to gain some of that altitude. Now, the throttle on MJ right now is almost full throttle. And with full flaps, it's very difficult in MJ with full flaps to maintain your altitude. It's just an underpowered airplane. All right, there's our 360, and let's see if we can gain that altitude back. But if I pull the nose up too much, the airplane wants to stall, so I don't want to do that. All right, now to recover from slow flight, we're going to go full power, and first notch of flaps up to 20 degrees now, and I've just taken away all that drag, and now I'm getting quite a bit of lift. You notice the altitude's coming up, and my speed is up to 50. Once my speed is at 60 knots, I can retract the flaps all the way up.
Entering right downwind, runway 18 cleared.
I got to put the nose down just a little bit. There's our 60 knots, and flaps coming up nice and slow. No need to slap them up, just bring them up. Normal speed. And once I have my altitude back, I'll pull my power back. I'm going to reverse course. And right now I'm just clearing my airspace while I'm at it. All right, there's my 2,000 feet. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to work my way into slow flight and then right back out of slow flight, just so you can pick it out one more time. All right, there's my 2,000 feet, and I'm on 180 heading. All right, and initially carb heat on, throttle back to 2,000 RPMs. slows me down to get me into flap speed. Here comes the first notch of flaps, second notch of flaps, third notch of flaps. Man, it really hits the brakes. Carb heat's off, throttle's in. Notice how fast the airspeed drops very, very quickly. And we'll drop it down to 50 knots. Once it's at 50 knots, all right, recover from slow flight, throttle in. Flaps are at 20 now, waiting for 60 knots. Here's my 60 knots, and then just bring this flaps up nice and slow, and recovered from slow flight. And that is how you do slow flight in a Cessna 150.